Let's talk 197420. This doujin is called I'm Not Gonna Read All of That. This multi-work series is from the artist Suzuki Okoni, who, if you remember, made Holy Bell or 165457. But with these tags, it's bound to be good. The first page shows us our main female protagonist, Shimono-san, walking into a room wearing a swimsuit and cat ears. We see her getting complimented by other people in the room, besides this guy, who's curious as to why she is doing this. We'll call him Senpai, since apparently that's the only name we see her call him. But we get a reason as to why Shimono is dressed like this, and it's because of a cosplay photo shoot. We also get a bit of backstory as to the relationship between Shimono and Senpai. The two's relationship is basically one consisting of blackmail, and how the two met at a sort of after-school club thing. Shimono suggested they do a cosplay photo shoot, and Senpai doesn't really have any right to refuse. But Senpai is having an inner monologue because he doesn't know if she'll be able to handle it. What might this it be? Toys that he has the remote to while she's cosplaying, which Senpai was told to turn on at any point, but wimps out because it could be bad for her. Which, I mean, good on him for not being that horny on main. But at this point, one of the other guys doing the photo shoot gets curious as to why the ears and tail look so real, so he grabs the tail, which sends Shimono shrieking. And so Shimono looks back at Senpai and drags him away to talk to him, basically just to tell him to use the remote or else she'll tell everyone about their relationship, and to get excited because she'll be the most embarrassed one. So they go back and Senpai's complaining about how he should have the upper hand. Senpai then turns on the remote as Shimono is trying to pose, which sends her flying down to a sitting position, and she seems happy that he finally turned on the remote. She acts like it was nothing and continues the photo shoot anyway, with her face flushed with red and while she's covered in sweat. He's worried that Shimono will get found out, but Shimono is making really interesting faces while taking these photos, and it seems like she's getting off from the fact they're watching her. And as Senpai is trying to get another photo of her, she's smiling intently at the camera. That smile is enough for Senpai to get excited, and Shimono is about to finish. The other two guys with them are talking about how Shimono is too cute and Senpai is being shy, and saying it's a waste to be shy here. And so the two guys push Shimono towards Senpai with him getting flustered, and Shimono just falls right into his arms. But then she makes this face, which starts to worry Senpai because that could only mean one thing: she just released. And so Senpai steps in to cover for her, saying she must be tired, so let's call it a day. The other two leave, and now it's just Shimono and Senpai. Senpai's relieved that he managed to make them go home, so he can relax because they didn't notice. And Shimono is sitting there looking down, so Senpai thinks that it was too much for her to do and that she's reflecting on it. And while he's thinking back on it, Shimono makes her move on him and gives him that go 3000 baby, while she's saying that she studied from watching anime, which if any of you know which anime she studied from, please let me know in the comment. But anyway, he releases in her mouth and Shimono stands up. She horny, so she wants the do. And since she has the cat ears on, might as well make her say meow. So they do the do for a few pages and end the do with her saying meow. Recalling back to the start of the doujin, when she refused to say meow for the others, even though she was acting pretty cute when she said it. At least according to Senpai, who's asking why she did it for him and not the others. But apparently, Senpai is the exception, and it's probably because she blackmailed him. And the doujin ends with a girl walking away from an open door with our protagonists in it. I give this doujin a 9 out of 10. I don't know why, but it was a really good read, and I do recommend you read it for yourself. But that's all I got. I'll see you in the next one.
Attack on Titan, Tokyo Ghoul. These hentai babes make me drool. Hasune Miku is great. She makes me masturbate. Fairy tale.